guys, I literally feel like I want to start crying right now because we're on the way to take Snow to her very first laser appointment, and she's gonna get lasered, and it's gonna be painful for her, and I'm like so sad about it. Snow, if you've watched some of our past videos, has this little red mark on her head. A lot of you guys have asked in the comments what it was, and it's a hemangioma. A lot of people say that it's a birthmark, but it actually wasn't there since birth. It's actually grown. I think when she was first born, it looked like there was little scabs on her, like on the top of her head, and I thought it was from her delivery because she was like stuck with her head out for a long time because the doctor wasn't there to deliver her. So I thought it was just from that, but over the past couple weeks, it like kind of grew overnight. I feel like I didn't really notice it until one day I noticed it, and I was like, oh, it's like a little birthmark, which is what I thought it was, and I thought, you know, nothing about it. We just thought it was just a little birthmark or something, and, you know, it showed up later on. And then my mom, we were FaceTiming with my mom, who, if you guys don't know, works at a dermatologist's office, and she was like, what is that thing on Snow's head? And I like put the phone closer, and she's like, oh my gosh, Shannon, she's like, that's a hemangioma. I can't say it. Whatever, however you say it. And I was like, oh, it's like a birthmark, right? And she was like, no. She's like, when did you notice that? Because my mom was there for the birth and then stayed with us for a whole week, and it wasn't like that. You know, she didn't see that on Snow's head. She basically had me take pictures of it and send it to her doctor, who is like a world-renowned like dermatologist. She's a really good one that I trust. Basically what they said is some kids have them. A lot of you guys mentioned in the comments like that your kids had them and that they went away or like faded as they got older, and I guess that they can fade and go away, but because of the rate that Snow's has grown in such a short period of time, they're worried that it's going to get even bigger. And because it's on, I mean, it's in a really good place. It's like on the top of her head, so like, you know, her hair would cover it. If it stayed small like that, obviously we wouldn't care or try to get it lasered or anything like that. But Travis and I were like not wanting to laser it, but the doctors basically let us know that if for some reason we just left it alone and it kept growing and growing, which it can, and they say around like 6 months to a year it like stops or plateaus and it will stop growing, but because of the rate that it's grown, they're concerned that it will just get really, really big and harder to treat, and also she won't like grow hair there. And so it was just, they highly recommended that we just do some laser treatments on it so that it doesn't keep growing, and they told us not to do it when she's little because it's better when they're little, because
they told us to do it when she's little.
Right.
They said not to do it.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I meant they said do it when she's little. It's better to do it when that sun is killing me. Thank goodness. They said it's, I can't get away from this. There we go. It's better to do it when she's really little because for one, it will be smaller and easier to treat, and also they don't really know as much if we try to treat it, because it gets really big and she's like a toddler and she has to have a few treatments. They say it's way harder because, you know, they kind of know what's going on, and it's just, do you guys know what I'm saying? It's
and
just,
if it grew larger, like, you know, to 2 or 3 inches or something, she could have like a huge bald spot if they needed to treat it later on and stuff too.
right.
But we've seen it change, and it's basically like a cluster of kind of like blood vessels from what we know so far. But it has changed, and now it's actually raised up a little bit. Whereas before it started out kind of small and it was flat, and now it's bigger and it's raised.
So it's growing, and it's growing quickly, and so that's why we wanted to treat it. I hope that this makes sense, because I'm sure a lot of people are probably like, you don't need to treat that with laser, like how sad, I can't believe you're doing that to your baby, it's like torture. Trust me, the last thing that we wanted to do is like inflict pain on our brand new baby. Anyway, I hope that that makes sense. So we're basically going in to do that right now. You guys, we're at Snow's first dermatologist appointment. Look how cute she looks. Her little outfit. She's getting her little hemangioma lasered. She's being so good. You guys, Snow just had her first laser treatment. She did so good. I have my shirt off because I breastfed her after to like comfort her, but let me show you. I'll show you again at home when you can get a better angle, but she did so good. You did so good, Snow. Mom's so proud of you. It was the V-beam laser that they used. So we are out of the dermatologist. They were so nice, and there were like 4 of them in there, and they were saying how cute Snow was, and they put these little, we didn't film it because we didn't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable in there, but I did take some pictures. They put these little, like, you know, like the little eye patches that they put over your eyes when you're getting a laser treatment done. They put those on Snow's little face, and it was like, she looked so cute even with those little eye patches on.
She was so good.
She was so good. So she was really tired, which was a really good thing, because she was like sleeping, and then the nurses and doctors were like, do you want to leave the room? And I was like, literally when they said that, I like already wanted to start crying. Like I was on the verge of tears, because no one wants to see their baby like in pain. I didn't know if I was going to be able to stay in the room, so I was like, I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave. I can't like watch this. I'm going to like start bawling. And then I was like, Trav, you're going to stay in here. And then I was like thinking to myself, like, no, I need to protect my baby. I need to be strong for her. I'm going to stay in here because I want to be able to comfort her like right after. We stayed in. She was totally asleep, and like we didn't know how long it was going to take, like the laser. We thought it was going to take like 30 seconds. So they did the first zap, and she didn't start crying because I think she was like, oh, Travis said it best. Like he was like, I think she's like, wait, what is
She was like totally sleeping, totally mellow, and then they zapped her, and oh my gosh, my heart. But she like woke up and like had to think about what the hell just happened, because I think she was like sleeping. So it's like anytime you're sleeping, like things take a minute to like
figure out
what happened. So she was just like, what? And then she started crying, and I'm like, oh,
because they kept zapping her.
This is gonna be long, and then it was like zap, zap, and then it was over. Yeah, it was really fast, and so like, and then after that she was like, okay, like once you consoled her, she was totally fine, and you know, I don't know. And then this was something that they do all the time. They're like, this is super common. We see this all the time. There's infants that come in. They literally had like a 6-day-old baby in there, I think earlier that day or the day before or something. So
yeah. And just so everyone knows, the doctor that we went to, we were referred to from my mom's doctor, and they I think had gone to like Harvard together, and they're on the faculty at Harvard, and now I think the doctor went to is on the faculty at Davis. They're like really good
they're like
doctors that like
level.
Specialize in this kind of stuff and these lasers for these things. So we made sure to like do our research, talk to the doctors and all that stuff, and they were super nice, and they said it is really common. But she was so good, and it was only like 2 or 3 or 4 little zaps, and she did start crying, and oh my god, my heart, it like, didn't your heart hurt so bad? My heart hurt so bad for her, and I like literally wanted to like snatch her out of the nurse's arms that was like holding her so that I can like comfort her, and they're like, oh, do you have a bottle? And I'm like, I'm breastfeeding, and they're like, oh, maybe you want to feed her, and I like ripped my shirt off, like ripped my sweater off. So, and then like started feeding her, and she was like totally fine. She did so good. She's so strong.
She's screamed 5 times as bad when she gets hungry and she wants her boob.
Yeah, that's true.
Like she screams like a pterodactyl sometimes when she gets hungry. Like that, even like her crying like wasn't nearly as bad as some of the cries that we've heard.
Yeah, that's true.
But no pain is inflicted.
Yeah, she's like her mom. When I'm hungry, I start going nuts. But do a laser treatment to me, and I'll be complaining about it for a little bit, but then I'll be fine. But no, yeah, she did really good, and we're so proud of our little baby girl. But she did have like, when they did the laser, it like burns the hair, so like the room smelled like her burnt hair. I'll show you guys a little bit better when we get home what her head looks like. But she did so good. We're so proud of her. We're gonna keep an eye on it. I think we have an appointment 3 weeks from now to go back and just check it, just to make sure it's not growing like bigger. They took pictures of it. We'll keep you guys posted and let you guys know. So far, so good. She's sleeping back there now, so I just feel sad when I look at it. Like, it looks worse, probably, than it feels.
Worse than it actually is, I think, because she's, I mean, we're gonna stop the car, so she's gonna start crying now.
She doesn't like being in her car seat at all. But yeah, she did really good, and they said it's supposed to get like dark purple.
Yeah.
So we don't want to get scared when we see it turn dark purple. I'm glad they told us about it, because I would have freaked out. My mom is probably trying to call me to find out how it went, but that's kind of it, and we'll show you guys what it looks like when we get home. Okay, you guys, so we're back home. She did really good, and I just wanted to show you kind of a little bit more close up what her little hemangioma looks like. It's got some aquaphor on it, but you can see where they lasered it. Some of her hair is missing because it got burned off in the laser, but she did so good, didn't you, sweet girl? Yes, you did. Oh, with your cute little outfit. My mom got her this outfit. She had a bow on earlier, but we took it off. Yeah. Oh, so sweet. So I'm getting ready to feed her right now. She looks so precious. She loves her dad.
You're being such a good girl.
I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you again for watching. We're sending you all of our love and all of our positive energy, and we hope to see you in tomorrow's video.
And you know, we'll be here tomorrow. Will you?
Oh, don't be sad.
Okay, I know.
She's like, Mom, feed me.
You're hungry.